This is I would say a second video on accessibility in your home. The last one we talked about the space itself, like no carpets and plenty of space for your wheelchair to turn around and go straight, and have plenty of space for your wheelchair to wheel around. This one is about accessibility in other forms. So they're talking about, there's a lot in the vocabulary that's being thrown around called universal designs. And that means that the universal designs stand for things that are going to help you, but also the people who are living with you or are going to benefit your guests and other people, not only just you. So universal designs, they're using it, for the streets and for homes and everything else. So everything else. So universal design. So that's what we're calling it now. I'm just going to call it accessibility. So anyway, we're going to start with the bathroom and, what could be helpful to you. Now, one of the things in bathrooms that is important to me are the bars. And I would suggest that you have a professional install the bars in your bathroom so that they're well installed. And if you have to hang on to them or help you, to boost you up, that it's going to stay there and it's not going to fall off. So bars. They added some more bars in my bathroom so that I could hold on and not lose my balance and to be able to continue to stand up and not fall. So I have double the amount of bars that you would usually see in a bathroom. Adaptations for your tub. If you have a tub, adaptations like the long seats so you can get in the tub from the outside and then scoot yourself into the tub. So that is one way. If you own the home, then, see if you can save up some pennies and get the bathroom modified for your needs. Modified for your needs. One of the things that is a game changer for me and just the most wonderful gadget since sliced bread is this little gadget right over here. No, over there. So, and it is awesome. You can also use metal ones so you can just screw onto the tap, but I prefer this plastic one. It's just a rubber that you slide over the faucet and then the water comes out and it's further closer to you, and that has been just a game changer. I just loved it. The first time I learned about it, I was like, huh? Never seen it before, and it really, really has helped me. So a faucet extender is what you want to call it. And you can look at all kinds of designs because in metal, there's all kinds of crazy designs. In the bathrooms, it is strongly suggested that you have a 5-foot radius so you can turn your wheelchair around. However, for power wheelchairs, I'm going to suggest 10 feet, and that might not be possible. All I can do is drive in and then drive out backwards. Now, that's my own fault because I have some drawers in there that I can take out. So I'm going in that direction, planning on taking them out so that I can turn around without banging everything else in the bathroom. So I need my 7-foot or 10-foot radius to be able to turn around completely without banging anything. So I'm working on that and taking those drawers out and probably put them underneath the winter scene so that it's available. Anyway, let me see. So bars, really important so that, if you have to lift yourself up or if you have to grab something because you slipped, really, really important. And you could have no curtain whatsoever if you didn't want the curtain, and just have a mat out there to catch the drops of water. So you have to figure out the shower and which way it's going to be best for you. I have just a curtain, a plastic curtain, and so I can, open it completely. I haven't been able to shower on my own yet because of the condition of my back. So we'll see. All right, kitchen. I have so many suggestions for the kitchen. For the kitchen, as I said before, if the tables are too high, the counters, then get yourself a table that's at your height that you feel comfortable. And can it be a fold up or not? You'd have to, size it up and get a table that you can work on. Other things that can save your energy is a vegetable cutter, which, it can either be by pressure or plug it in and put the vegetables in there, and then you push it down and zoot, it chops all the vegetables for you. So it has different types of choppers and different types of sharp knives that you can put in there for it to be, coarse or fine or, circles or, but a vegetable chopper, that's just, saves energy a lot. Just wash the vegetables, throw them in there, and chop them up with the vegetable chopper. That's just awesome. I used this all the time, and it was just great. Those small ovens, toaster ovens. Some of the toaster ovens are awesome. They can do more than just make toast. They can cook things. They can bake things. And you can also get one of those air fryers. I hear they're really good for cooking. So consider that an air fryer. I think they're bigger and a little bit more clunkier, so you're going to have to see where you can place the air fryer. Let's see, small table, vegetable chopper, and just make sure that that the kitchen is not cluttered for you. If you own the home, what I did in my previous homes, I had a drawer when I had my plate, my bowl, my utensils, so it was right there in a drawer, and I didn't need to ask somebody to reach for me. So that's another way you can, help the kitchen to be more accessible for you. Just put out the dishes that you need, that you use, and throw it in that drawer so that it's right there. And maybe a pan. If you live by yourself, you can do that easy, in a pan and what you would usually use to cook. All right, let's go to the living room. As I've said before, keep all the furniture around, no tables in the middle. Any rugs, remove those because those are usually in the way of the wheelchair. And I'm constantly hitting my knees on homes that have, tables in the middle. So I just remove that thing. You don't need it. You can put like night tables next to the chairs or the couches. But those tables in the middle drive me bonkers. So, let's see. And good lighting. I would say good lighting. And we'll talk about the lighting in a little bit. But, remove rugs, have just night tables next to the couches or the recliners. Let's see, bedroom. Let's go to the bedroom. That's an important area. You want it to be spacious where you can, ride around. I know that sometimes we have a lot of stuff, and we have a lot of stuff in our room. And that's what's happening to me. I'm not quite that organized, so now I have to take those drawers out of the bathroom and put them in a place where I had them. underneath the winter scene so that I have more room in the bathroom to move around. Because right now I can only drive in and then drive back out. And I can do that. But sometimes I really need to turn a little bit, and I'm constantly bumping into those drawers. So in the bedroom, you want to make, a good radius where you can turn around, plenty of space to drive around. And as I've said before, keep all your furniture around on the walls so you have plenty of space. Here, you can see my bed is in the middle of the room, and I have all the plans possible for a spring to put that bed against the wall and have my recliner probably somewhere in the middle of my room. So, that I can get around much easier than the bed. So we're going to figure out, a good way to organize my room by spring. So you'll see some changes. All right. In the bedroom also, if your hangers, the pole that you hang your clothes on is too high, there are poles that you can put in that have hooks, and you can hook it onto the main pole that you use for your clothes. And that's been a game changer for me too, because when I'm bound 100% to my wheelchair, then I can just hang them on the lower pole, and I don't have to tear anything out or change anything. It's just a smaller, much lower pole where I can hang my stuff. So, and those are not too expensive, maybe $20. I'd have to look it up. But I will certainly put the items down below so you can see an approximate pricing. All right, so that's the bedroom. Let's go to outdoors. Hopefully by this time, when you review this video, you do have a ramp. But if you're making plans for a wheelchair, there are organizations that will do it for free. So if you need that, and in almost every state, they have groups that'll come in and build a ramp for you. So, or if you have a family that's has a lot of skills and will do it for you, awesome. But there are organizations that'll come in and do it. So the ramp is really important, and I would strongly suggest that you put it on the back door and the front door, or the front door and the side door, whichever doors you have in your first floor. Why? Because if you need to escape, you want 2 exits. In the state of Wisconsin, it's absolutely necessary to have, by law, 2 exits. And this is because if there's danger, if there's fire, and you have to escape, that you have 2 ways to escape. So you want ramps on the front door, back door, or front door, side door, so you have options. Outdoors. That's where we were. You want to probably have a camera doorbell, so that you can look on your phone to see who it is. It kills me when I'm lying down and the doorbell rings and I don't know who it is. So it's helpful to have a camera so you can look on your phone, see who it is. If it's a delivery person, if it's your mom, you better answer. So that's a time saver. It's an energy saver for you, and you can talk to them probably on your phone with an app. So you might want to consider, if you don't already have one, just a camera doorbell. Lighting is really important. You can get the type of lighting, and that doesn't cost much. You can invest $50-$60 on putting good lighting outside, and for those lights to be turn on when the sun goes down. And then, so when you come home, there's good lighting. Lighting also deters people from breaking in. So you want to have good lighting on the front and the side and the back, so that, there's no reason for someone, it's a little dangerous for them to break in if there's good lighting and people can see them. So have some good lighting, especially in the front of the house. So that's outside. And if you have a garage, well, hopefully you have a clicker to open the garage, but most of them do these days. So, and if you don't, you might want to, have one installed. And that is a little bit of a hefty price, but, it will be helpful, I think, and put you in less danger if you want a third exit. So, oh yeah. So that's outside. I forgot one little piece here for the living room to have a robotic vacuum. Now you could get a vacuum that's pretty lightweight and you can vacuum on your own. You might have somebody doing your cleaning for you, but a robotic vacuum is helpful. You can invite people to come in to clean, whether it's your family, whether it's a cousin who needs a few more bucks, or an organization that's licensed to come in and clean the home for you. And there are organizations that charge, a lot less than you would think. So kind of consider that. So robotic vacuum. Emergency response system, we've seen them. Oh, help, help, I fell down. We've all seen that one. So if you want to consider one of those, if you're by yourself often and you really want to get something like that for yourself and have a pendant when you're by yourself. Sometimes you might, in some instances, some of you might be living with family or friends, or you have a spouse. But to have a pendant in case something happens, you become ill or you fall or, something, that'll either go to your family member or to, 911. Smoke detectors, please, please, please make sure they work and their batteries are up to date every 6 months. That is absolutely necessary. And I know you can't reach them, but the fire department will always help you with your smoke detectors every 6 months or once a year at least to make sure you have functioning smoke detectors. I do not think there are apps to turn off smoke detectors because if they're going off, it's because they're alerting you of something. Now the smoke detectors come with carbon monoxide alerts as well. So you truly want one of those in your home. Bedroom, living room, at least, and one at the door from the kitchen. So you really want those installed no matter what. Oh, Lisa, I burn things and then it goes off and then the fire department comes and I'm embarrassed. Don't matter. Then you got to figure out a different way of cooking so that doesn't happen. So you absolutely need the smoke detectors. So talk with your local fire department. They'll probably help you install the smoke detectors depending on the size of your house and the design of your house, but you absolutely have to have those. There's just no exception to that for your own safety and others. Let's see, smoke detectors, smart blinds. Let's talk about now that the things, I've talked about this before in other videos, but this is the one that is really important. You can do a Siri, you can do an Alexa, you can do a completely different company. But it doesn't matter. But for turning lights off and on, you can have a Siri or a Alexa. Alexa, all it needs is the Wi-Fi light bulbs, and you might say, "Oh, Lisa, I'm just not, techie kind of person." Oh, then you can have something that's independent that will turn on when you go into the kitchen, or lights that turn on when you go into the living room, and they're just independent units, and you don't have to worry about that. Um, but if you don't mind technology, Alexa has some Wi-Fi light bulbs, so you can wait until they go on to sale and buy a few of those light bulbs and just have them in various places where you can walk in and say, Alexa, turn on whatever. Um, and Alexa also has, oops, she woke up. So there are also plugs. It's okay, Alexa. It was just me.
I don't know that.
She's very attentive. There are plugs also that are connected to Alexa. And as Siri also has a system, Siri's on your phone, and it has an app on the phone and has gadgets that you have to purchase for her to respond to the different items. So you can do that with curtains. You can do this with light bulbs. You can do this with, even with what's it called? A doorbell. So there are all kinds of things that you can do with these units that will even, increase your independence, because nobody has to come and do it for you, and you can do it all on your own. So if you want more questions, if you want to talk about that, if anybody has experience, you can, type it down below so that, and some of you live with family and it doesn't matter, and the family will do all that. But, if you're by yourself a lot, then, you don't want to be in the dark and you want some light to read. You want the light on, when you're in the kitchen. Hopefully you can just turn it on by yourself. But if the light switch is too high or something, then you got to figure something out so you have the right lighting for you. I already talked about smart plugs. It's a long list here. So smart plugs you can plug in anywhere, absolutely anywhere, and to any unit basically. The TV, usually we don't need it because we already have the remotes. And a lot of things these days have remotes. So that it's not complicated and not expensive. The ones for Alexa are really, I can plug those anywhere. I have a light here that I installed diagonal for me for video taking. And it's really in an awkward spot, but I ask, who to turn it on. She'll turn it on. And, it's great. Works. So, it's the lighting I need. And my lights in my room turn off and turn on with, guess who? Alexa, turn off the lights. That's it. And it's voice controlled, especially those in wheelchairs that you don't have arms. That is crucial, and you might have had it already installed. But if you don't, these are really important ideas that will increase your independence at home. But if you have any questions about the technology, just put a note there. We can all talk about it and give you some ideas on how to do it, because really it's easy to install. It's not a big deal. And you can do the plugs, and you wouldn't need to get the light bulbs, or you can just do the light bulbs, so there's a variety of ways of doing it. My door has a spring on it, so I can open it on my own and then go through it, and then I don't have to worry about it closing. Closes on its own. It's I had maintenance put it in a spring. When I talked to them about what I wanted, they said, "Oh, I have tons downstairs. I'll just put a spring in it." I was like, "Huh?" So, And they would say, "Oh yeah, that's easy." So some things are just easy enough to put in, to install, to make your home and your life much easier. And if you want to talk about any of these things, or you need a picture of this, I'm putting in as many pictures as I can so you can take a look at the object that I put in for to make my life a little bit easier. So, just a little bit. There's some things I can't change because I'm in an institution. But basically, anything in my room, I can change if physically I need it. If physically, it's an absolute need. Like the therapist said, "Oh yeah, you need more bars in your bathroom," so they put 2 more bars, one below where I hang my towels, and one right on the wall when I'm coming out of the shower. There's one right there. So if I need to hoist myself a little bit to swing over into my chair, then I can do that. So there's just simple things or one thing that'll make your life a whole lot easier. And technology can do that. And simple gadgets like the spring on my door, that's, makes my life a whole lot more easier. And the drawers, I need to take those out, make my life easier, and put those underneath the winter scene there. So, I had them there before. I don't know why I stuck them in the bathroom, but I know the pillows, the cushions that I have there for my wheelchair, I can put them kind of behind my bed. And I can reach them pretty easy back there. So those are my suggestions. I don't know how much of this you have done already in your home that's been a game changer. How much of this have you done that you really like it and you would like more and you're not sure how to go about it? So just ask the questions, and we will get back to you. We can start a conversation about it, um, you know, because some of it requires finances, such as those bars in my bathroom. I didn't have to pay for it. The institution did, but they were happy to do it because therapy asked for it. They said, no, this woman needs bars in her bathroom so she doesn't slip, or that she can have enough support when she's getting out or into the shower. So that is my list. I'm hoping this is helpful. I'm hoping these ideas are good, and that you might, in some cases, you might have to save up some pennies. But I think it's worth it. I think it'll save so much aggravation on your end, and keep you safe. All right, everyone, that was it for that video. I'm hoping it really is helpful for you. I want to encourage you and remind you of our campaign we have going about, dressing up your wheelchair or yourself for crossing a road and being safe. Continue to look at that and what kind of things you would like with a flag or with a reflective sash or whatever it might be, and share that. Tell us how you intend to be more visible on the roads to prevent an accident or something worse. All right, folks, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.